Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
building
ideas.
ideas.
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
I'm so excited about today's program, and I think to a large extent it's because we're going to be hosting from this gorgeous brand new Alan Shepherd built home. I love Alan's homes because he really does build dream homes, and I can't wait to show you why this home is so special, starting with the front. Reflecting traditional Georgian elements, this home exudes grandeur and has great street appeal. It's a luxurious family home that boasts elegant simplicity. My taste is very classic, and I think that's why I'm a big fan of the Georgian style. It's just got the right decorative facade elements, and it's very symmetrical. That's carried right throughout the house, and it looks terrific. The owners were very keen to get involved in the construction phase, and Alan was very happy to provide them with exactly what they wanted. Due to the narrow site, it was essential that a unique design approach was taken. This resulted in ceiling heights being lifted up to 3.3 metres, bathing the home in lots of lovely natural light. There were significant site works required too to prepare the block prior to commencement of building, including demolishing the original house as well as filling the backyard up by almost 1 metre and then retaining the northern, western and southern boundaries. Add to this the fact that this street offers tight access, and Alan and his team once again had their work cut out for them. As you'd expect, they rose to the challenge without any issues, and the end result speaks for itself. I can't wait to get inside because I'm sure it's going to be absolutely stunning. But before we do, let's have a look what's on today's show. Terry looks at the latest trends in bathrooms. We'll hear from the experts at SafeWork SA about using common power tools safely, and we'll look at the impact your front door has on your home. So to get us started, it's over to Andrew.
Lots of people are choosing to live in two-storey homes. And in some cases, installing a lift is an option, but the majority of homes are still serviced by a set of stairs that lead from your ground floor to your upper storey. And like most things nowadays, we're after functionality and style. So we not only want our staircases to be practical, but we want them to look good too. In fact, the trend in staircases is heading in a very similar direction to that of our exterior house facades, resulting in a combination of various products and materials being used together to create very unique looks and style. Staircases come in a variety of looks, shapes and styles, and they can be made of various different materials, including timber and steel. The type of staircase that you choose to have installed will really depend on how much space you've got available and the look that you're trying to achieve. A spiral staircase, for example, is a great way to add some interest and save space, while perhaps an open tread or a floating staircase can give you an element of architectural interest and visual appeal. No matter what type of staircase you're going to install, it's going to take up some space. So it's a good idea to consider different ways in which you can make use of that space. Understair storage is a great option, so plan well and you'll benefit for years to come, even if it's just a broom or utility storage unit. The four main technical terms associated with a staircase are the tread, which is basically the flat piece where you step, the balustrade or handrail, the bit that you hold on to, the riser, which is a vertical element, or the bit that forms the space between one step and the next, and the stringer, which is the side bit. Regardless of the staircase you choose, or the material that you want it to be made of, your staircase will need to be individually designed, structurally sound, and ultimately create a statement. If you'd like to know more, or you're just after some more great design ideas, then check out masterbuildersconnect.com.au and you'll find a master builder who'll be only too happy to help you.
Building ideas, you want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
You know, I love watching master builders at work. There's something about it that intrigues me. These guys are so adept at what they do. You get the impression they could do it with their eyes closed. When it comes to me, though, it's a slightly different story. I'm not too bad with the hammer or the occasional power tool, but after that, it falls away pretty dramatically. To my defence, I reckon the same could be said for a lot of us. We all sit around and we watch these DIY shows and think, yeah, I could do that. That's pretty easy. But for me, a voice quickly kicks in and says, Terry, know your limitations. And I'm glad it does too, because I haven't got all the skills and I don't have all the time. Which is good too, because it all looks pretty easy on the telly. But when it goes wrong, snowball effect. So many accidents happen in the home when people are doing repair work, maintenance and renovations, and it's easy to become lackadaisical when we're in familiar surroundings. That's why it's so important to ensure safety is always top of mind, especially when using power tools.
The most common power tools that cause injury are circular saws, angle grinders and nail guns.
Brett Pfeffer is the team leader of construction at SafeWork SA, so he knows a thing or two about safety, not only on building sites, but also what you need to be aware of if you're doing any building work at home.
The most common issues with circular saws are not adjusting the blade to suit the material thickness or not securing the material while cutting, especially small pieces. With angle grinders, the main issues are the incorrect size angle grinder for the job, guards missing and kickback. The best tip I can give you when using an angle grinder is not to use excessive force, let the blade do the work. And for nail guns, the main issue is when it's set on bump mode. So while carrying a nail gun while set in this mode and holding the trigger, the contact tip may accidentally hit you and release the nail into your body.
Tools like those you mentioned, circular saws, angle grinders and nail guns, can be easily hired. Are there restrictions or hiring guidelines that go with that?
When hiring a power tool, you must be provided information on the safe handling and use. The Work Health and Safety Law requires this.
What about borrowing tools from a mate?
When you borrow power tools from your friend, it's important to ensure that the power tool is in good condition. If you're unfamiliar with the power tool, then manuals are available online. There's also videos online that can assist you further.
Although I like the idea of DIY, I like the idea of getting a professional to do the job even more. At least I'll know I won't lose any fingers and that the job will be done right the first time round. So, if you're keen to have a crack at a job or a project yourself, it might pay to visit the SafeWork SA website first at safework.sa.gov.au. Not me though, I'm going to let the professionals do it and get a master builder. So I'm going to visit masterbuildersconnect.com.au.
Safety should always be front of mind. Now for something completely different, we're going to have a chat about front doors. And when you look at your home, the overall aspect is created by the big picture. It might be your front garden or the facade or the colours you use, but something that creates the first impression is your front door, whether you're outside looking in or inside looking out. There are literally hundreds of different types and styles of front doors to choose from, and your front door can make a big statement. Whilst it can reflect the style and era of your home, it can also reflect your personality and how you live. Daring and bold, or elegant and refined? What does your front door say about you? It's not all about looks though. Given that your front door is external, there's a couple of things that you really need to consider. It needs to be nice and sturdy and secure, and it also needs to be weatherproof. Street appeal is another important aspect. A black door is a simple way to give a home a touch of stately elegance. Custom-made oversized pivot doors are all the rage at the moment, and it's easy to see why. They're the perfect choice to make a bold statement. Whilst more traditional timber doors provide a timeless charm. Doors with glass inserts are also a very popular option and allow plenty of light into the home. If privacy is an issue, frosted glass is a great alternative. Or consider installing a pane of glass at the top of the door or running down beside it. If you're a little bit more adventurous, then you could paint your front door a nice vibrant colour to add some extra appeal. First impressions do make a difference, and the front door is the first step into your home, so it's a good idea to keep it and your immediate entry in good order and nice and tidy. Quite often living spaces run directly off the main living entrance via the corridor. So it's a nice idea to create a sense of arrival, which you can easily do with the placement of furniture, artwork, or even feature lighting. There's many ways to create a functional and stylish front door and entry foyer that are going to welcome your family and friends into your home, and there's lots of master builders that would like to help you do so. To find one, all you have to do is look up masterbuildersconnect.com.au.
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
In previous weeks, we've spoken about rooms in our homes that have changed dramatically over the years. Enter laundry, kitchen, but I reckon it's fair to say that we can put bathrooms in that same category. Boy, have they changed over the years, from a practical room to a destination room, somewhere where you want to hang out. And over this season, we have seen some absolutely amazing bathrooms and en-suites. Let's be honest, the bathroom is pretty well the only room in the house where we get to spend some time to ourselves. Well, other than the more obvious room. And for that reason, it's a good idea to try and create a space where you can enjoy a little time out, peace, and serenity. And, if you want to go all out, maybe even a little luxury. Picture this: an oversized shower or a luxurious deep spa bath, heated towel rails to go with the underfloor heating, and nice warm mood lighting, all topped off with big soft fluffy towels and scented candles. Yep, that pretty well sums up all of our bathrooms, right? Maybe not. But even just adding a few of these elements could help you soak away some of the stresses of our very hectic lives. Bathrooms are pretty well top of the wish list when it comes to renovating a home, and one of the main rooms people consider when buying a home. So it's well worth paying a little extra attention to detail. There are, of course, a few things you need to consider as well when it comes to your bathroom or ensuite: layout, functionality, and the overall appeal of the room. The type of vanity you have installed can set the tone and feel of the space. So too can the tiles you use. And generally, bigger tiles used in a small room will make it appear larger. It makes sense then that if you use smaller tiles, the room will appear smaller. Another trick is to use the same floor tiles as the wall tiles. That way, there's a sense of seamlessness and the whole room will look less busy. A frameless shower screen will help create a more light and airy look. And cleverly placed mirrors can also do amazing things in relation to making a space appear much bigger and brighter than it actually is. Just make sure you hang the mirror so it doesn't reflect the toilet or towel rail. Hang it so it becomes a feature in itself. If you can, consider incorporating natural light. If there's no space for a window, maybe a skylight is the answer. Combining different materials is always a nice idea because it adds interest to a room. It's no surprise then that many bathroom designers are creating more eclectic styles. So try using a mixture of different elements like timber, stone, porcelain, various metals, glass, and even artworks, not to mention trinkets and collectibles. Eclectic styling seems to be all the go, so embrace it, folks. Don't be afraid to mix the components in your bathroom, more modern ones to more traditional fixtures and fittings. Take the road less travelled and who knows, you might come up with something that is truly unique to you and your lifestyle. Go on, I dare you.
Yes, it's quite amazing how the looks and styles have changed in bathrooms over the years. We're back in the Alan Shepherd built home that we're hosting from today. All the bathrooms are magnificent. In fact, the whole home is magnificent. There are 3 bedrooms in total and they all have built-in robes. Except for the master suite, which has a walk-in robe, and to be honest, it's the biggest one I've ever seen. Absolutely no shortage of shelf and hanging space in there, which means no fighting over who has more or less room. I sense that this is a very harmonious house to live in. Whilst we're on bathrooms, the main bathroom is very spacious and includes a shower as well as a gorgeous freestanding bath that's highlighted by the striking feature wall behind it. Oh, it's so luxurious. The whole house is really quite luxurious, but it's still very understated, so in no way is it pretentious. But the piece de resistance for me has to be the kitchen, meals and family area, which I can't wait to show you. But we're going to have a quick break now, and then Andrew's going to be back with some very interesting house facades.
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
There's no doubt that you'd be super house proud if you lived in a stunning home like the one that Nicole's hosting today's show from. But you don't need to live in a big modern home to be house proud either. Creating a home really is about your own personal tastes and style. And making a good first impression is a great way to start. Which brings us to the front or facade of our homes. House facades continue to change and evolve, and today pretty much anything goes as long as it meets the council requirements. Basically, the facade of your home will set the style of your home, be it a character home, contemporary home, art deco, or architectural creation. It's up to you then to decide whether you're going to continue that style through the rest of your home or create a different interior style altogether. Either way, with the many different cladding products available on the market today, you'll definitely find something to achieve the look you're going for. The emerging trend is to use different materials together to create a unique look. And whether that's with brick, render, stone, steel, or glass, you can think about using different colors, shapes, and textures to create some really unique facade options. A specially designed portico, for example, or an interesting roofline is a great way to enhance the overall look of your home. Apparently, people make up their mind within 8 seconds if they like a house or not, based on its external facade and its features, which is why street appeal is so important. If your home looks great from the outside, chances are people are going to want to see what it looks like on the inside too. First impressions really count, so look at it with a fresh set of eyes as though you've never seen it before and get rid of any clutter or rubbish. Consider the condition of your fence and maybe even try to spruce up your garden a bit and try to create a welcoming entrance or front veranda just by adding a bench, a seating area or even a pot plant or two. Don't forget about your garage door either. They tend to have a fairly commanding presence on our homes nowadays and they take up a fair bit of space, so choose carefully. Some of the most visually appealing garage doors don't look like garage doors at all. Instead, they look like an extension of the home, creating extra warmth, appeal, texture, and style. If you're keen to give your home's facade a facelift, then just jump onto masterbuildersconnect.com.au for some great inspiration.
With the amount of great building products on the market today, it's easy to see why master builders can cleverly change our facades. And it's not only the exterior of homes that we can change, it's also the interiors. I mean, take this open plan living area, for example. It's very stylish, so spacious, includes absolutely everything, and it's practical too. The view from the main living area is another noteworthy inclusion because it looks out onto the alfresco entertaining area and the lovely pool, making it reminiscent of a top-end holiday resort. The attention to detail that's been demonstrated in this home is outstanding, and it's easy to see that Alan Shepherd and his team have worked very closely with the owners to achieve exactly what they wanted. The vaulted ceilings and the lovely shiny floor surfaces are just another highlight as they reflect light beautifully and add to the overall glamour. Unfortunately, it's nearly time for us to go, but I'd like to show you what's on next week's show because I'd really like you to join us then. I'm looking forward to catching up with the experts from Cemintel to have a chat about more of their terrific product range. We're heading down south to Noarlunga to see the transformation of the sludge lagoons into an environmental wetland. And we'll catch up with Ian Marcos, the CEO of Master Builders Association, for another industry update. I've really enjoyed showcasing this gorgeous Georgian mansion, and next week we'll have another terrific home to show you. In fact, that's what Building Ideas is all about, showing off gorgeous homes and giving you ideas for renovations. Actually, in fact, in a few weeks' time, we're going to have the best of the best when we showcase the Master Builders Building Excellence Awards. It's going to be so exciting. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day and your evening.
Building ideas.
Building ideas got the answers you need, 'cause the Master Builder's got you covered. Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart, gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
Building
a whole
ideas.
new direction.
Building ideas.
We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.